Whether you believe it or not, baby boomers have a huge advantage in this real estate market, and in this video, I'm going to explain to you why. Hi, my name is Jason Mesnick. I'm a real estate agent in the Seattle area. We have helped hundreds of families move from their big, beautiful homes to their next stage in life. Most homeowners in the Seattle area think they're really winning because they have a 3% interest rate. Let me tell you why that's not necessarily true. Before we get started, I want to jump into something that I call the life tax. That means you're actually paying more than your interest rate actually says. So if you're living in a 4,000 square foot home and it's just the two of you, you're getting a little bit older and it's a 3% interest rate, that's not a deal. That actually feels much more like an anchor. So let me explain a little bit more. You may have massive utility bills. You may have this giant 4,000 square foot home. You may be living in Woodinville with large acreage where you're paying these huge taxes. You may be living in Sammamish with really steep driveways. So it's not just about this 3% interest rate, it's about a lot more than that. I hear this every single day. People are saying, I can't give up my 3% interest rate for a 7% interest rate. My answer to you is, at your age, when you've owned your home for so long, why do you have to have a mortgage at all? Cash is king. And what do I mean by that? As you move into your next home, you might not actually have a mortgage anymore. You might have $1.5 million or $2 million in equity because you've owned your home on Mercer Island or Kirkland for so long. You may actually be acting as a bank, and that's a really good thing. You may not need a mortgage anymore. Let me get a little bit deeper. You've owned your home since 1987. You bought your home for $100,000. It's now worth $2.5 million, but you still have a little bit of money that you have to pay off on your mortgage. You may be paying $1,000 a month, but the truth is that's not an issue anymore. When you sell your home, you're going to walk away with over $2 million right in the bank. You're going to walk away with that money and it's going to feel great. So when you buy your next home, it may be a one-story home, it might be a condo, you can actually pay cash and not need a mortgage anymore. And you may be wondering what that home actually looks like. You may be in this giant 4,000 square foot home with just the two of you, and you may be dreaming of something that's actually perfect for you. A one-story home in Kirkland or Bellevue, or a condo in Kirkland or Bellevue. And you open the door, you take the elevator down, and you have that walkability that you've always dreamed of. You don't need to feel like handcuffed to this giant home anymore. When you are the bank, you can truly buy whatever you want. There is a huge difference between moving because you want to and because you have to. One's a plan and the other is a crisis. Don't let the stairs in your Sammamish house be the end of you. Don't let them be a pain for the rest of your life. Move to that perfect place for you. You can move to downtown Kirkland, have that walkability that you've always dreamed of. You can walk right outside your door for the great coffee shops, and there's a bunch of them, for the walk on the water. It doesn't really matter because you're enjoying the life that you truly envision for yourself. And the one thing I suggest is don't wait for a health scare to make this happen. Don't wait for your kids. Don't wait for the doctor to tell you you have to move. You can be proactive and create this world, this next stage in life, really easy for yourself. Just start doing a little bit of research and create the plan. People think that there's nothing good to buy around here. But let me explain to you, not every good home is found on Zillow, and I'll tell you why. So again, if you're waiting for that perfect home to pop up on your Zillow app, you may have already been left behind. In this market, some of the best purchases are actually found off market. All you need is a really good strategy and a great real estate agent. So for example, we act almost more like a matchmaker. What does that mean? So we can help you sell your big family home, whether it's 2,500 square feet or 4,000 square feet, and find that smaller home or condo for you. Sometimes it's on market, like I said. Sometimes it's off market, like we were just talking about, but it doesn't really matter. But make sure your agent is looking at all of these places, because that perfect home, that gold mine you're looking for, might just not be on the market. Just ask your agent. So just remember, your goal shouldn't be just to sell your house. It's really unlocking your future lifestyle. So if you feel locked into your home or to a really low interest rate, let's run through a net sheet. Let me explain what that is real quick. So a net sheet basically means I can sit down with you, talk to you about all the costs associated with selling, how much money you're going to walk away with, and you'll know very clearly how much money you have to buy that next home or condo. I swear it's an easy process and it will take 5 minutes. So if you have any questions about this, and I know it's a big decision, it doesn't matter if you're doing it this year or in 5 years, reach out to me. We'll have an easy conversation. I'm always here for you.